안녕하세요 여러분. 오늘 헤어질 날이 왔습니다. 2주 이렇게 많이 지나갔어요. 진짜 믿을 수 없어요. 진짜 이렇게 소리 안 나요? 이렇게 금방 지나갔어요. 저희가 지금 같이 점심 먹고 카페 갈 거고 헤어질 거예요. 그래서 노래한 이제 인천 갈 거고 저희가 이제 광주도 갈 거예요. 아 진짜 항상 뭔가 좀 아쉬워요. 슬프고 아쉬워요. 왜냐면 다 알잖아요. 저희가 이제 보고 싶으면 저희가 독일 가야 돼요. 비행기 표도 그렇고 이제 다 비싸졌어요. 그래서 저희도 바쁘고 그래서 뭔가 보내기가 항상 어려워요. 그래서 뭐 항상 그거 국제 커플이면 그거 좀 슬픈 현실이에요. 근데 아무래도 시간 살짝 남았어요. 그래서 저희가 오늘 한우 먹을 거예요. 또리안? 한우? 먹어본 적이 없어요. 또리안 이제 한국 벌써 4번째? 왔지만 한우 먹어본 적이 없어요. 그거 불법 아니에요. 드디어 또리안 한우 처음 먹을 거예요. 또리안, we will have Korean beef for lunch. 한우.
Okay, nice. Sounds
Yes.
good. I'm excited.
You've never had that.
Oha. I think nowadays it's actually hard to find like food that I didn't have.
Like he's been in Korea for 4 times and he never had hanu. How does that make sense? You know, like there's Korean barbecue, right? Which is basically pork. So that's more common to have regularly, but like hanu, a little bit more pricey. So that's why people only have it like on fancy occasions. But today, time to say goodbye. So I think especially enough today.
또 사남이 가게 마지막이니까 여러분들 제가 광안리 오션뷰 한우집이 있더라고요.
나 생각 너랑 한우 진짜 좋아하겠다.
한우 안 좋아하기 쉽지 않을걸?
맞아. 일단 한우 싫어하는 사람 없어. 아 여기 좋다. 바다 그럴 거예요. 배고파. 배고파.
아 근데 부산이 확실히 맛집입니다. 아이고 사람도 많고.
부산 is good.
되게 상당히 맛집이네. We should pick the meat first here.
Okay. I don't think I've ever picked my meat like this. I think I just trust you, Chega.
Looks all good.
Like the marbling is really beautiful.
It's all too expensive.
I think the assorted is choice, I guess.
I think so, yeah. 와, 여러분 너무 예뻐요.
Nice.
I've never seen an ocean view like a restaurant. As you can see, this is very similar to Korean barbecue, but of course more premium.
Obviously wasabi
Uh-huh.
and whole grain mustard.
Yeah.
One of the fish egg. I don't know about the fish.
Okay.
Salt and sesame oil. Salt, the paste you like.
Yeah. You have your
Yeah, kimchi and
ooh, durian, some grilled garlic.
here.
Wow, durian. That looks beautiful.
And actually, we have like side dishes there. It's like self bar.
Ah, okay, okay.
So while I do that, you two can like take
Yeah.
a look and just.
Wow, that's for free. Sausage, the egg. I think it's fish cake and the glass noodle.
And we have rice.
Oh, we have rice, right? Like just a little bit of everything, I guess. Wow, that looks so good.
Just want to try.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pumpkin.
You
Yeah.
put side dishes here.
Just put it there.
I mean, yeah, it's going a lot, but yeah, just take it slow.
Yeah.
The rib is ready. You guys can have it.
It's pretty weak compared to German pumpkin soup, but I like it. Pretty good. Not pretty, it's really good.
People always have that with a lot of lettuce or some kind of sauce, but because this one is kind of premium meat, dip it in salt, you know, so you can still taste the meat. This one, you should try this one. I think it's really good. The meat is really soft.
Yeah, I like they have so many varieties. Yeah, usually the beef is very like the fatty, so you can get sick of kind of easily. But you have a lot of things can rinse off your mouth.
I'm really gonna miss Korean food in Germany. It's so simple and cheap here.
It
And
is.
so good, you know. I mean, in Germany, like you can get like Korean food, but it's really expensive and not all the time it's really good. Sometimes it's not. It's just like.
And just like also when it comes to meat, because of course in Germany you can order meat, right? So you get like steak and some kind of side and vegetables maybe. We don't really have that variety, right? I like that.
And I really like the desk barbecue. It's a little bit like raclette.
Wow, that looks really good.
Yeah, I don't like the middle part, but there's the muscle. Yeah, I just can get rid of it.
Yeah.
Like I think like last time in 2022 we had like chimda for the last meal. Oh, it was also pretty good.
Just meat is good. Have you tried it with this one?
Yeah, really good.
Okay, boys, let's do the meat toast. Ooh. Wow. Honestly, this one doesn't have like a meat taste.
Oh, a little bit weaker taste.
Yeah.
Maybe it needs more like salt.
Try the meat with these leaves. It has a certain taste. I like it. What do you say, Dory?
I'm trying to figure out what it is because it looks like bärlauch, but you know bärlauch tastes like garlic. But maybe it's because it's like you know like in the
No,
sauce.
I think it is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dorian.
I mean it's a little late, but I really gonna miss this in Germany. You know, it's really isn't an option in Germany to get this.
You know what's really interesting? Because like when parents saw that for the first time, and we told them, oh, you can wear that, you know, like we were making a joke. They were like really? Are you sure? Can we really wear this?
Interesting.
Just like Koreans, they go hard with everything.
Yeah.
But when you go hard, you should also like take care of your clothes,
Yeah.
right?
And like nowadays, I really like wearing like bright or even white colors. And it's so difficult because too, you know me, like I always.
Especially with chopsticks, you know.
I mean, it makes sense, but I think in Germany it's still not so common. You know, like have steak with like wisp type of meat. I think in Germany we mostly have like wisp.
Oh.
It's very different. Don't eat well. It's good to see.
Yeah, like the only like difficult part for me is like what can I combine and what not. You know, because like I think like Koreans have a few rules. And of course, I don't want to break them.
But I think you can just try everything.
Imagine like eating with a business dinner. Yeah.
I think Sue really well.
They're good to go.
I think it will be difficult to eat with that because then like not completely done meat.
That's what he said, but actually he tried it and he liked it.
Ooh, interesting.
It's usually very chewy, you know, like very hard. But like he was very surprised because this is very soft.
I think like this is actually like the right kind for me because I taste quite like in Germany and it was too bloody for me.
Ah, right.
A good? So super good. Okay.
But I think
Good.
also
Good
for
food.
me, like this typical steak, you know, it's like very thick steak, right?
Okay.
And in the middle, it's always kind of bloody. But like for me, it's very thick, so it's kind of very chewy for me to eat. But this one is very soft, thin, I would say. So I like that. Did you go like 4 times in Korea without this?
I don't know. I think my tour guides weren't so good.
I think so too. We have the meat from before, and this is new one.
Nice.
So this is the sirloin.
No, I just want to say I just tried this. It's really good.
Yeah.
The meat taste is very strong. This is very different.
That's why this sirloin is the expensive one of the expensive
I
parts.
can tell why.
Yeah.
It was really good, right?
It's really good. Yeah, I think I like it the most.
Yeah, expensive taste.
But actually, like all the meat is super good.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to decide.
Actually, this is for you, both of it.
Ooh, nice.
You can talk. I wanted to say something.
Toast.
Roast. Roast. Oh. You know, like I'm kind of like shy about new people. So it's really like I'm not going alone to solo and meet like new people.
Yeah.
Yeah, just feel free to hit up Soyeon.
I cannot even have half.
Yeah, Durian make own bibimbap again.
Yes.
김치까지. 쌈장은 아주 재밌는 처음이에요. Make a like radish kimchi 쌈. Durian like radish.
Yeah.
Yeah, like chicken.
Right.
Yeah, he enjoy having it.
Do you want more samjang?
Durian의 self-made bibimbap.
Maybe. Yeah.
This is the premium dish in Korea, right? So what's that kind of premium and expensive meal for Germany?
German food.
Like this, as much as you want.
Maybe I try, but
Yeah, that's also radish.
yeah, you know, like one time I wanted to buy like kimchi, so it was like this one. So I was fuck, should I throw it away? But when I was like, okay, I try it. I was like, ooh, it's actually super good. If I want to eat like really much, I like radish more than normal kimchi.
Oh.
This like I can eat a whole package,
Sounds
but it's really good.
Try Dorian.
Is it like soy sauce?
It's like vinegar and...
It's really interesting. I expected something completely different,
But it's good, right?
but I think I have to get used to it. At first I was like, oh, it's not good, but then it was
But this one is... Oh, it's really good. 와... 항상 생각보다 도리안 진짜 잘 먹어요. 그리고 한우 이렇게 맛있게 먹었으니까 저도 행복해요. 항상 아쉬워요. 어머니 거기 안 드시니까. 근데 이제 아버지, 동생까지 이제 한우 다 먹어봤어요. 그리고 너무너무 좋았어요. 이거 진짜 완벽한 마지막 점심이었어요. Now I ask again, what was your favorite food so far?
Honestly, too many good foods, you know.
Right. Then your top 3.
Yes. Wait.
Like in Busan or like Seoul.
In Seoul, our trip for 2 weeks now.
Chimdak?
Jimdak? Oh, that good?
Rice cakes and cheese. Come on.
Yeah.
I think like for me like also like the bones here in Busan. The bones.
The kimchi? Or like which one?
Ah, we had a
The
2
big
bone
ones.
dish. Ah, the big bone one.
Big
Oh,
one.
galbi
Galbi?
and galbi yeah.
Ah.
That was good.
Because first I thought like because I'm not such a big fan of bones, but the meat was going away from the bones so
Right.
easily. The meat was so good.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, maybe we're also like something really good in Seoul, but it's always so far away.
Yeah.
충분 is here. Oh, I think that one.
마지막에 카페 왔어요. During last time Korean cafe. Okay, let's go. Woo! 이렇게 저희가 맛있게 먹었고 이제 곧 헤어져야 돼요. 또는 이제 부산 공항부터 이제 김포까지 갈 거고 또 인천부터 독일 갈 거예요. 근데 저희가 버스 탈 거니까 또는 이제 공항 갈 거고 저희가 나중에 하나 버스 탈 거예요. Okay, Dorian, I think you got it. You know how you have your card?
Yeah.
You have money?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you know how to take a flight.
No.
Oh, I think you got it.
It's really good.
It's okay, it's okay. No, I think you should text us if you arrive in Seoul. It's okay. 괜찮아. I think you will miss Korea, definitely.
We had a great time. We'll see you soon.
Time goes quickly, so
Bye.
goodbye.
Thank you, Sia.
안녕히 계세요.
you.
안녕히 계세요.
Go to Germany safe with your 7 K-pop albums.
Yes.
Okay, let's like woo.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Let's go.
See you.
See you.
Text us.
Yeah.
When you get the Gimpo.
Yeah. Bye.
천암이 귀엽긴 해.
아 귀엽긴 해. 좀.
시골 청년 순수한 시골 청년입니다, 여러분 아시죠?
그래 우리도 이제 가야겠다 저희가.